What's going on, guys? This is Brian from Quantum Motorworks, bringing you guys another tutorial today. Right here in front of us, we're doing our 5th try Dodge Ram 9 1/4 Pinion Shim. Right here we're about 70 thousandths. We're still working on the backlash. Got it to, roughly about 3 to 4 thousandths all the way around. So the trick to it is putting so after you obviously preload the pinion bearings, I got mine right now about 29 to 30 inch-pounds, rotating torque, everything, crush sleeve, all that's in there. After you get your carrier assembly in, you want to go ahead and just put the screw in the threaded adjusters here using your special tool. Drive those in, so you just basically take the lateral play out of the carrier assembly. After that, you're going to go ahead and torque these top bolt caps and the bottom ones to 10 foot-pounds. After you got that done, you back off the lower carrier holder bolts by about half to 1 full turn, and then you go ahead and lightly torque the carrier adjusters on the left and right hand side to about 10 foot-pounds each until you get about that 3 to 4 thousandths. Then the next step is going to be to tighten the differential bearing cap bolts to 100 foot-pounds. So I put a little bit of red or Honda Bond high temp medium strength Loctite. I'm going to torque those cap bolts right now to 100 foot-pounds, and then after that we'll go ahead and start torquing the bearing adjusters to about 75 foot-pounds. And the goal will be, once the cap bolts are on and we start that torquing process, will be to get that 3 to 4 thousandths to about 6 to 8 thousandths by preloading the bearings. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, so I just did the first stage of torquing. Torqued them all in a crisscross pattern from 10 foot-pounds to 35 foot-pounds. Now we're going to go ahead and bump it up and hit that 100 foot-pounds on the next torque. Okay, bigger torque wrench, set it to 100 foot-pounds, and torque those carrier bolts. Okay, so I went around and pretty much checked every tooth, and I'm getting a constant variable of about 3 to 4 thousandths on every tooth. There was a couple that were like 2.5, almost 2, some that were like 5 to 6. There is an allowed variance of 2, I want to say about 2 to 3 thousandths. We're dealing with a lot of variables here, so if I right now I got about, let's just say 3 to 4, average of 4, and we're going to try to basically torque this preload adjuster here to the left to get about 2 more thousandths. So if I'm on 0, should go about 2 more thousandths after that, and then go ahead and torque the other side. Should be about 75 foot-pounds, and forcing that adjuster into the carrier will put a preload on this bearing right here. So once you get about 2 thousandths there, torquing that, you come and check this. As long as it's more than 75 foot-pounds, should be good to go. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and put us at 75 foot-pounds. Okay, just torqued the right side. Came out to about 77 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and check the backlash now. So looks like I only got maybe 5/10 of an inch. Let's go ahead and put it up to like 90 foot-pounds and see what that does, or maybe like 85. Looks like that's the name of the game. So about 10 foot-pounds gave us about a 1/4 of a thousandth. So I can see it moving, so it might almost take like 100 foot-pounds. So the same thing, I'm thinking like the pinion bearing. You know how they say 210 foot-pounds is the starting point, and then you gotta crush the crush sleeve. It's like around 200. It has to be like 400, 350 foot-pounds of torque to crush the crush sleeve. So I'm thinking it's the same thing, but obviously we're not crushing the crush sleeve here. We're saying the bearing preload, so not as much torque, but still a little bit more. I'm gonna see if I can get this one to about like 5 and 5/2, and we'll focus there, and then go ahead and start checking some of the other teeth. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little mark there. I don't know, I chose this one for whatever reason. So I want to say I chose this one because most of them were 3 to 4 thousandths, and this one right here was a solid 4 thousandths to begin with, which is the average of all of them. So essentially, I guess I could have started on any one that was around 4 thousandths. So I chose this one. We're going to bring it from 4 to 6 thousandths is the goal. Okay, just torque that to 97 foot-pounds. Let's see where we're at. Oh, almost 5 thousandths, almost. So my camera battery is about to die, but you guys get the point. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, get to 6 thousandths, charge the camera, and then we'll go ahead and follow up with a part 2, checking the contact pattern. Hopefully it looks pretty good. All right, guys, stay tuned.